Good morning to all of you. So till now for class 10th we have seen about the reflection of light. Now we will discuss what do we mean by refraction. Whenever the term come refraction, then we talk about a transparent medium. In the case of reflection, we have talked that the bouncing back of light is known as, in short we can say that bouncing back of light is known as reflection. But what do we mean by refraction? It does not means bouncing back of light. It means bending of light. So bending of light, whenever a light travel from one transparent medium into another, whenever a light moves from one medium to another medium, what is medium? Like we are saying that the air is medium. We can say other medium we can take as glass or liquid. So whenever a light travels obliquely from one transparent medium into another, it gets bent. It bends. And this bending of light is called refraction of light. So what is meaning of refraction of light? Bending of light. Whenever a light moves from one medium to another medium, the light bends. And there are rules that how the light bends. Either it's bent away from the normal or it's bent towards the normal. So here suppose we are taking two medium. This medium is rarer medium. Suppose we are taking as this medium as air, and this medium we are taking as glass. So air is rarer medium, means जो हल्का होता है that is rarer, जो भारी that is denser. So the air acts as a rarer medium and glass acts as a denser medium. This light which is coming from the source, when it is falling, when it is moving from rarer medium to denser medium, so actually if there will be no medium, means suppose the light is moving in air only, so light will move in the straight path, but because we all know that light travels in straight path. Light always travel in straight path. But here, since there are two mediums, suppose one is air and one is glass. So what is happening here? The light which is coming from the source, in actual it has to move in the same path, but since the medium are different, the light starts bending. And whenever a light moves from rarer medium to denser medium, rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. So please keep in mind, this light is coming from the source. Let us take this is a medium air and this is our glass. So whenever a light is striking, so we will draw a normal. So whenever a light is moving from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. And second rule, whenever a light, suppose now it is acting like a denser medium, now it is glass and it is air. So whenever a light is moving from denser medium towards the rarer medium, denser medium towards the rarer medium, so what will happen? It bends away from the normal. So please keep these two things in mind. It will be useful throughout the refraction part, that whenever a light is moving from rarer to denser, it moves towards the normal, and whenever a light is moving from denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. So these are the case of the bending of light. And if the medium is same, suppose this is also glass and this is also glass, or this is air and this is also air, so light will move straight, it will not bend, it will not bend. So now we will see this with the help of activity, and this is an experiment for your 10th class. This is the experiment for your 10th class. So there we will start when the school will open. So we will do the experiment in the lab. So this experiment is very much important, and this is very much important question for the exam point of view, because this we have to read in theory part also as well as experiment. What is the experiment? To trace the path of the light through a rectangular glass slab. To trace the path of the light with the help of rectangular glass slab. So whenever a ray of light passes through a rectangular glass slab, it gets bent twice. One at air glass interference and again at glass air interference. Now the emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray and is displaced through a distance. These all points we will now look with the help of activity. I will explain you, I will try to explain you this activity, then it will be much more clear to all of you. Suppose now we are taking a rectangular glass slab. Forgot all these things. Only focus on that we are taking a rectangular glass slab. So this medium is glass, and above this medium there is air, and below this medium also there is air medium. So this glass acts as a denser medium, this air acts as a rarer medium, this glass acts as a denser and air acts as a rarer. Now what we are doing, we are taking a rectangular glass slab. Now suppose any ray, incident ray, which is coming from the source, is incidenting on, striking on this glass slab. So if the glass slab will be not there, अगर यहाँ पे glass slab नहीं होता, केवल air होता, then this ray should pass like this, because light does not bend. But now when the light, this ray which is coming from the source, it is known as incident ray. It is known as incident ray. Now what we will do, we will draw a normal to this, our we are saying that the boundary of the glass slab. So and the angle which is between the normal and the incident ray, that angle is said to be angle of incidence. And this is our original ray. This is our original ray. So what is happening now here? This ray which is coming from the source, this medium is rarer and this medium is denser. In actual, it has to pass like this. If there will be no glass slab, it will pass like this in straight path. But here there is glass slab. So what it will happen? We have seen that before this, that whenever a light moves from rarer to denser, it bends towards the normal. So now this light will not move through this, it will bend towards the normal. Now again, this ray is known as refracted ray. Please note in mind, not reflected. Reflected means bouncing back. But here the light is not bouncing, it is bending. So bending of light is known as refraction. So this ray is known as refracted ray. And draw your arrow. So it is our refracted ray, and this normal and the refracted ray, the angle which is formed between the normal and refracted ray, that is angle of refraction. Okay, so what happened? So now this light come to this point. Now here again what is happening? Here it is medium is glass and here it is air. So this medium is denser and this medium is rarer. So again one rule is there, whenever a light moves from denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. In actual, it has to move like this, but it moves away from the normal. And this ray is known as emergent ray. This ray is known as emergent ray. Now what we are saying, the angle which is forming between emergent ray and the normal denoted by E, that is angle of emergence. So we have got angle of incidence, angle of refraction and angle of emergence. Angle of emergence. Okay, now what is happening here, that this is our original ray and this is our emergent ray. Both ray are parallel to each other. Both ray are parallel to each other. So the distance between the original ray and the emergent ray, this is known as lateral displacement, or we can say displacement. This is known as lateral displacement. So now this activity, I think that it is clear to you that in original the ray has to pass like this, but since due to the presence of this glass slab, what is happening, this ray is not passing like this, this is bending, and now it is passing like this. So there is a displacement, lateral displacement. Okay, and this is due to what? This is due to the rectangular glass slab. Since this suppose we are taking the rectangular glass slab naming as A, B, C, D. So AB is parallel to CD. Since AB is parallel to CD, that's why what we are getting here, we are getting here lateral displacement. What we are getting here, lateral displacement. So this is our experiment for class 10. In that experiment, what we have to do, we have to take a rectangular glass slab, and we will get a piece of white sheet, A4 sheet. Now we will put that rectangular glass slab on this white sheet and draw the boundary with the help of pencil, and then we will remove that rectangular glass slab. Now we will draw a normal with dotted line, and we will put here, we will with the help of protractor, we will take some angle 30 degree, 45 degree, it should be less than, means our, we can say maximum we are taking the angle as 30 or 45 or 55 less than 90. So what is happening here, that now the angle which we have made with the protractor, we draw a incident ray, and on this incident ray we point two pin, one pin here and one pin here. Likewise, that if we will see from this side with our eye, this pin is not visible to us, like you are standing in the line in the assembly. So it means what, both the pins should be in the same line. Okay, now we will place this rectangular glass slab, and we will look from the other side, and we will try to put a third pin here, so that now these two pin will not be visible, and again one more pin. So we will see that in original the light is moving like this, but when this glass slab is placed between this it is also here, but between this medium is the glass which is denser. When it is placed, then what is happening here, the light is not moving straight, it is bending, and there is a lateral displacement, and this lateral displacement depend on angle of incidence. This lateral displacement depend on angle of incidence, and it also depend on the thickness of the glass slab. This experiment will be more clear to you when you will do the practicals. So from this experiment we come to know that lights bend. Whenever light move from one medium to another medium, it bends. So now this activity and all the previous things which has been taught, you have to make the notes in your own words, and if you have any doubt, please contact me. Now in our next class we will talk about refractive index. Thank you.